I just want to say to Pierre that obviously I hope you're at Aston Villa next year, Pierre, and we'll. Got to put that in there just in case. Mikel and I will have some words later. Very nice to see you guys. How's everyone doing?
Yeah, we are really good. Thanks for joining us on the call.
Not at all, Mikel. It's good to see you and good to see the guys.
I would like to introduce you. The first one is Mertesacker. He's our academy manager. I think you remember him because he lifted the trophy with me in 2015 against your team.
Yeah, I wondered how long that would take before you brought it out.
Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, he scores a goal every now and then. And
yeah, I've seen a few of his goals.
And Hector Bellerin is our vice captain as well, and he was involved in that final as well, unfortunately. But thank you very much for joining us.
It's great to have you all on a call to discuss, mental health and the importance of what's going on. I was going to ask, maybe start with you, Mikel, to just hear your thoughts about football resuming and also your experiences of COVID.
Yes, it was very early stages when I found out that we were in contact with one person that was tested positive, and then I started to get some symptoms, and we raised it straight away, the issue to the FA and the Premier League, and everything started to kick after that. But I handled it pretty well. I'm still young, I think.
Yeah. How is everyone feeling about restarting of football then? I mean, do you guys feel that the right information and the right processes have taken place to protect players and everyone coming back into football?
Yeah, I think at the beginning it was a bit difficult because we were they sent us programs to train and we never knew like when we were going to start and stuff. And a lot of people were a bit scared, because we were hearing numbers in the news and stuff and no one really knew what was happening. But I think the club and the Premier League did really well to put a very safe space for us players to train since the start, since we started training individually, to training in groups of 5, to now finally being able to train with the whole squad and the coaches.
We are going forward now, and we have all the safety things from the Premier League and from our staff, our doctors as well. So I think everything is going well at the moment. So I think now it's time, and I think everybody is happy to know that we will be back next week on the pitch.
The fact that everyone has been feeling well and things are going forward, everyone's feeling more positive and every day more eager to get back, and realizing that the clubs and the league are doing everything they can to make sure that we're safe and we can move forward.
Has there been a sort of real bonding moment, as it were, over this? Has Arsenal Football Club kind of, cemented itself because of the sort of weird environment we've all gone through, this unprecedented time? Does it help gel the club and the community together more?
I personally think so, because also we've gone through like some tough conversations as a team and as staff members, and with like the pay cut that we had to decide in between us. We all did this for the good of the club and the people that work for the club. And I think, not just me, I'm sure Oba as well, and many of the players and the coaches, we got many messages from the people of the staff that now feel safe and they know they can still work and be paid. And, as I say, the situations that they're building such negativity, we found something positive in it. And I feel like that's got us together as a family of Arsenal Football Club.
Yeah, good to hear. Good to hear. It's bringing people together in a really difficult time. In your playing career, have you come across other players or other staff members who have had struggles with their mental health? Has that been something you've ever seen or experienced?
Yeah, I had some partners. I was playing with some players that had some difficulties with the mental health, and I think the most important is to be next to them and try to speak a lot with them and try to give them all the space they need for talk, because I think the best thing for that is to talk to these guys who have problems.
I think in the last decade there's been put a huge amount of work in those space, and I can only speak very, very highly about England, how you and other guys have handled it, and how the clubs have taken on their responsibility really to take a step forward, you know, and allowing players, staff, everyone involved into the football game to speak about their individual needs. I was not comfortable, you know, speaking with certain individuals, because I thought I need to be strong, you know, to be resistant and to be resilient and deal with any kind of circumstances. And nowadays, there are more mechanisms as ever, you know, to start a conversation and to give players and staff tools to really cope with it, but as well have an open environment in our first team with Mikel, in the academy with myself, and a lot of stuff that we can start a conversation.
And Per, what do you think is the most important things for the young players, particularly? I mean, I think how young do you go in Arsenal? Is it 8 years joining?
Yeah, under nine, first age group.
What's the most important thing you think for those sort of early years when you're looking at to be that professional footballer? What is it that needs to be in place in clubs to sort of protect and look after mental health from that age?
Yeah, I think there will be a lot of challenge for these kids, you know, for sure. And with the social media and the attention that has been put on these youngsters, there will be a lot of stuff going on. And the dream of being a professional footballer, but there's always the case only 1-2% ever make it in professional football and can earn their money. So there needs to be always something in place that's around the caring. So we as an academy, we want to be most challenging because we want to create best versus best. But on the other hand, we want to create high support. So very, very much care about them. Our focus is from the early stage that there's an open environment that everyone can speak up.
Absolutely, and it's about that. It's okay to not be okay. I think that's something quite crucial, and trying to crack the stigma that that guys have, which is that we've got to suck it all up and man up, and that everything's, you know, got to just be hidden and we've got to deal with it ourselves. When actually the strength is being able to be open and talk about these things and come to a successful and positive conclusion just by talking with friends or family or anyone to help you through that moment. And Mikel, what are your experiences of seeing mental health in and around football, and what will you do now as coach, kind of, you know, making sure that culture is there to allow players to come forward if they need to?
Well, the first thing that I have to understand is that I have over 12 different nationalities in the team, and that's different backgrounds, different cultures. They've been raised very differently. Then I have to start to open a communication because I want to get to know them. You know, I want to know about their lives, their families, what their aims are, what are the stage of their careers are, what they're looking for right now in their lives. And then you have to create a safe environment for them to be able to talk to you directly without feeling judged, you know, or that's going to have a consequence of them, whether they're going to play or not, or my feelings towards them. And this is what I've been trying to do in the last 12 weeks almost, like trying to talk individually with a lot of them after doing some unit groups as well. So them as well, they can raise those feelings, you know, they can raise the issues with the groups. We can build the club culture that I want, that is based on respect first, you know, because it doesn't matter how I treat them, but then they have to live together. And if they don't respect each other, they don't care about each other, there are going to be moments, in difficult moments, where they're going to have issues and they're not going to have the right environment to, as you said, be open and be able to express that because they're going to feel judged. So that's what we are trying to do. To be honest, it's been really successful. I think the players are enjoying what we've been trying to do. I'm
really pleased that you guys are all coming back to football soon. I think you're probably desperate to get back on the pitch and everyone's desperate to see some football again. So you'll provide the nation with a much needed relief and boost for their mental health, seeing some football back again. So it's really good news. And as you can see behind me, I've got the FA Cup, which, how many times has Arsenal won it now? 13, is it?
Yes.
13 times. Yeah, there you go. So I promise you I won't do anything to the cup just in case you win it again this year. But as you can see, I don't know if you guys can see the camera, we've got the ribbons on the side, and it's going to be named the Heads Up FA Cup, which is great news. So
great news.
We're going to really use the final as a moment to promote good, positive mental health for everyone. I think it's quite timely, bearing in mind what we've all been through with this pandemic. I think there's going to be, sadly, a lot of repercussions from this in society, not just in football, in terms of people's mental health. But hopefully the the FA Cup can be a bit of a pivot that people can rally around and say, yeah, we support what that's going on and that's doing. Can't thank you enough for your time today, and hopefully see you guys in person very soon.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for speaking to us.
Thank you very much.
Guys. Good luck. See you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.